Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. The name is Mario Pedro Gould. The channel is the Alpha Success Television Network. I have a string of questions for you, very important string of questions. And they go something like this, ladies and gentlemen. Do you believe that you can fly? Do you believe that you can touch the sky, ladies and gentlemen? More importantly, do you think about it every night and day? Spread your wings and fly away. Beautiful, inspirational song by R. Kelly. Inspirational and sentimental. Unfortunately, a lot of people like the sentimentality and they forgot to think about the words in that song. And one word in that song is very, very important, ladies and gentlemen. Don't miss the significance of this word. The word, ladies and gentlemen, is believe. The magic of belief. Do you believe you can fly? So last week, I made a video, and the video was, are your beliefs holding you back? And in that video, I say that it's possible to let go of limiting beliefs once you discover, what are the beliefs that are holding you back from the greatness that has been reserved for you. Once you discover these beliefs, then your job is to choose to let them go. My solution was rather simplistic, and I decided to take that video a step further with a very vivid example of a belief that I personally used to have, and I believe a lot of people watching this video would share with me the same experience. And the belief is, the core belief is the belief that you are a failure. And the underlying belief below that is that you are unworthy of success. When we are growing up, ladies and gentlemen, our formative years, the messages that we receive from people in authority, be it a teacher, be it a preacher, be it our parents, the messages that we receive are very powerful in planting themselves into our subconscious minds. And we normally buy into these messages at a very young age and continue to perpetuate actions that correspond to these messages that we received. We perpetuate them into our adult life. So maybe a teacher told you, hey, you aren't good at math. You bought into it. Maybe your preacher told you, hey, you're a bad guy, you're going to hell. You bought into it. Maybe your parents planted a limiting belief in your head. I'll share one with you right now. When I was growing up, my dad used to tell me all the time, Mario, you're a failure. When you grow up, you're going to be nothing but a failure. You're going to be a failure just like your mother. This used to really, really, really piss me off. And I wanted to prove my dad wrong when I grew up. That, you know what, man, I ain't no failure, man. You can't talk to me like that. I ain't no failure, man. I'm going to go to the world and make a difference, man. But even though I was rebelling against the words that he said, they did make their way into my unconscious mind. And I found ways, ladies and gentlemen, to self-sabotage myself. Okay? Instead of using very powerful words, self-sabotage, let me break it down simply. Self-sabotage is when you move one step forward and you move 3 steps back. So look at your own life. In your money game, are you making $1 and spending $3? Look at it in your physical game. Are you getting fit in 1 week and then the rest of the month you regress? Are you choosing to quit drinking alcohol and go back on a crazy binge? Are you trying to make change but go back to the life that's held you back? These are called self-sabotaging behaviors. So in my experience, my belief in I'm a failure, my belief that I'm unworthy in success showed up in several different departments in my life. I remember I enrolled in the College of Engineering, and I graduated the College of Engineering with distinction. Ladies and gentlemen, I graduated the College of Engineering with a notorious distinction. Notorious distinction was that I graduated from the College of Engineering after 10 years in school. What does someone do in 10 years in school? Why couldn't I finish that degree in 4 or 5 years like everybody else? I always found a way to mess it up. I found a way to get kicked out of college for a year and a half to 2. I found a way to fail classes. I found a way to drop classes. And all of this happened, ladies and gentlemen, because not that it's anything special to have an engineering degree. It's nothing special. But I didn't believe that I could have a university engineering degree. Okay? Let's go back and look at other places that I sabotaged myself. About 8 years ago, I opened up a company, in Africa. My goal was to export certain artifacts. And in the beginning of the company, I invested a significant amount of money. And guess what? My business failed. Not due to a lack of knowledge, but due to a lack of the belief that I could be successful. And next thing you know, the Reaper man came over. They were taking all my goods and auctioning them off. I failed to provide for my business. I failed to provide for my employees. I failed to take care of my family at that time when they needed me because I didn't believe I was about to be a success. One more place that it showed up very vividly for me, might have shown up for you, was in the health game, in your body. I would find myself drinking stupendous amounts of alcohol. I would find myself smoking copious amounts of marijuana. I would find myself with a cigarette all the time. And interestingly enough, I didn't realize until the age of 25 when I started asking myself questions as to why am I not successful. It was because I was doing things that were sabotaging me from being successful. So bad habits lead to poor results. So these are some of the effects of these negative beliefs that we have in our heads. So now the question that we ask is, how do we let go of these beliefs, Mario? How do you let go of the belief that you're not a failure and you're a success? And it's a very good time to ask that question because I went through business school and got my MBA program and I got it in 1 year flat and I got like the highest grades, in the class. So what happened? I had a switch in my head that, I'm a success. When I went into the program, I was like, I'm going to be the best in this class. So what happened in the switch? What happened in the switch for me was, of course, not to negate the importance of self-development. A lot of self-development, reading, a lot of affirmations. There's a lot of things that you can do in the background, but I believe one of the most important things for me up until today is looking at my beliefs and checking if it is true. So, if someone says I'm a failure, is it true? I'm unworthy of success, is it true? And I go back and I look at the string of successes. I have been successful in making about 60 videos. I've been successful in finishing business school. I have been successful in attracting whatever woman that I want in my life. I have been successful at getting myself into peak physical shape. Therefore, that belief doesn't hold. So, this is an exercise in self-observation. Anytime you experience, for example, an emotional fear, go back and discover the belief. And the belief could be, I don't believe I can be successful. And then ask yourself, are there things in the past that I have done that I have been successful at? Very small things. I was successful at getting a driver's license when I came to Canada. I was successful at integrating myself into the Canadian community. I am successful at meeting people on a day-to-day basis. So that is proof that you can be successful in other things. Small successes build bigger successes. But let's say you look back into the track record and you realize, I have not been successful at a lot of things, so I don't know if I can be successful in the future. Then the best thing that I recommend for you at that point is to begin, a daily program of self-development. Read positive, inspiring books about people that were in negative positions and turned them into positive positions. People that took lemon and turned them into lemonades. And there's a lot of stories like that. So self-development, daily affirmations, and just creating a positive vibe. So ladies and gentlemen, what I want you to get from this video today is that the beliefs that you have in your head is what actually holds you back from moving forward. I want you to play a game called self-observation where you bring these beliefs out and you step back and you look at them and ask, is this true? Is this true today? And if it's not true, I encourage you to use courage and drop the belief. And if you feel that it may be true, then I encourage you to get some help and go to work, get some coaching, do some self-development, and do some reading. And you too can be free from these limiting beliefs.